Hello there, how you doing? Retrobeard here. Happy May the 4th. I've dressed up in my special Star Wars bathrobe to honour the day, and I brought my Mace Windu classic lightsaber that I got about bloody 15 years ago. Yes, I hope you like it. The type where you can go, ah, no! Anyway. Enough fun for one retro beard. Let's get on with the news. We've got some pretty cool Star Warsy May the 4th-esque quality news. They forwarded the next Obi Wan trailer for the Obi Wan Kenobi TV series to today to celebrate May the 4th. I suggest you go on to YouTube or your preferred platform to watch it. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm so impressed that they're using the same actor for Uncle Owen and obviously Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin, aka Darth Vader. And it shows more bits. It shows that the Inquisitors are in it and all that, and Obi-Wan wanting to train Luke and Uncle Owen refusing, sort of saying, "Well, look what you did with his dad," sort of thing, which is fair play. Which also shows the hostilities between Owen and Obi-Wan that we see in New Hope. And also, we seem to have some scenes of Darth Vader interfacing with his limbs and his sealing of his mask with that awesome noise it makes, which I can't do an impression of. And we seem to get some sort of confirmation of a rematch between Obi-Wan and Darth, which isn't going to be a flashback or a dream. It seems to be a real battle. And I know some traditionalists might say, well, that's not authentic. Well, I actually have a couple of humble points to counter it. Remember when Return of the Jedi, when Luke and Darth Vader are talking, Luke's trying to turn Darth Vader good, saying, I feel the conflict within you and all that, and the good. Darth Vader says, sort of somberly, Obi-Wan once fought as you did. And so on. And in the Battle of Mustafar, when last they met to our knowledge, he didn't try hard to turn him good. He just talked to him for a few seconds and then fought him, saying, I must do what I must and all that. I will do what I must. And then that epic battle that we all enjoyed. Well, to me, you could interpret that as the meeting later on, and Obi-Wan perhaps in this meeting does it. Which also means, they met 10 years ago, not 20 years ago, which makes it seem a bit more relevant to the grudge and stuff. And, and the classic line from New Hope, and when last we met, I was but the learner, now I'm the master. And the way that all the talking goes on between Darth and Obi and Darth and Luke, it always seemed like there was much more to them and Obi-Wan other than a 20-year-old memory. It seems like there was more stuff. So to me, it adds up. But feel free to put in the comments and tell me what you think. Maybe I'm just trying to sell it to myself and everyone else, but to me it's awesome. Anyway, on with the news. FIFA 22 gets Xbox and PlayStation cross-platform support in an update, which is absolutely fantastic. Although I'm not a FIFA fan, I don't like football, you British football, whatever you call it. I do love any crossplay that occurs because it's a step in the right direction. So well done, EA and PlayStation and Xbox. Fantastic. Hopefully crossplay will keep spreading. It doesn't affect me that much at this point in my gaming life, but I love it happening. So, and for PlayStation owners, you can get FIFA at the minute on PS Plus for free. So grab it. So that's enough of that news. For any of you Roblox players, or if any of your kids or friends or nephews and nieces or grandkids or whatever play Roblox, there's been a big outage, servers down, lots of players livid and panicking because their life is over while they're waiting for Roblox. So thousands of people down and complaints and tweets and calls and panic. So, but it appears the service is being fixed and people are slowly starting to get back on the servers. So your Roblox requirements and desperate needs are being slowly met and fixed. So yeah, I hope any of you Roblox players haven't suffered too much. Not my cup of tea, much like FIFA. I used to play Roblox with my lad, and it drove me mad. But I can appreciate it means a lot to people, so it's not just about my tastes. Next, if you are in the market for wanting a PlayStation 5 and you can't find one anywhere, and this is specific to UK viewers, I apologise. I've already gone across the BT option with you the other day in my news report 2 days ago. Well, this is another option. Game, a big UK store, will have a stock on the 10th of May, so you can go and pre-order it now and guarantee you'll get one. So yeah, go and do it if you want a PS5, but you can't use BT for whatever reason. This hopefully my keeping an eye out for PlayStation 5s is of value and service to people, and I will start doing the same for Xbox Series soon. So don't feel left out, Xbox Wanters, Series X consoles that is, because Series S is plentiful. Yeah, so grab it while you can, my friends, because these things sell like hotcakes. The last story for today, which is quite a somber, sad one, is Nintendo America. It seems to have a dark truth beyond its joyous exterior. I mean, we love Nintendo and we love the products and the joy and happiness in them, but it appears that, like many things in life, there's sadly a dark secret. Employees of Nintendo America, specifically contractors who aren't, full associates, appear to be treated even worse than second rate. I've seen this myself in a job I had some years ago where contractors were treated as subpar, even though you're expected to do the same work, the same dedication, the same quality. You get paid less, treated less, none of the perks, which I've always believed you should get the perks temporarily while you're under the employment. I mean, if you're a contractor for 6 months or 10 years, you should have the perks while you're there, I believe, because you're doing the job, and you're being reliable. But these people, these poor people, they've been treated pretty darn second rate, used and abused. And, well, let's have a look at the article before I start adding my own spin to it, because that's not really what I should be doing. There's a lot here to absorb. I mean, it's worth a read. I'm trying to obviously slim down that process. Yeah, this is Nintendo America specifically, so it seems. This is quite a fleshed out article. Yeah, the contractors, as I was saying, they're pretty much second class. They have to account for every minute pretty much of the day on a timesheet. So, you don't even get that human decency having a coffee and a chat with your mate for 5 minutes, which is why you clear your head, or a smoke if you're a smoker or whatever. Which, I believe we're human beings and we work a lot better when we've got a balanced, pleasurable work life. I don't mean lazy, because if you're refreshed, you do work better and get more done. So people are sort of paranoid about leaving their desk because of Microsoft Teams marking them as idle, which is some sort of software that gauges what you are and aren't doing. Yeah, so people are having to try and trick the system just so they can go toilet, have a coffee or whatever, or a quick chat with a mate about something, which is work life. Work is a massive chunk of your life. It sounds to be a bit like the old the comparison, in humour is, which is not that I think it's very funny, is compared to the power station in Simpsons working for Mr. Burns. Yeah. What's it saying here? If you post on social media, you can be reprimanded or fired, which is insane. Translators are a constant feature of life, as messages are translated and retranslated. Oh God, taking time off is frowned upon, and putting more of a burden on your teammates, which is, no, you can't help being ill, and you should be looked after when you're ill, and you have to keep apologising for being ill and promising to be in touch, which is madness. You don't get better if you're stressing about being ill, do you? Yeah, so on the outside it all seems happy, but it's not. There's a lot to this. This is a massive rabbit hole. And it seems to be they give you the carrot where you work really hard hoping to be taken on someday, but there is no path to full time. You're not good enough no matter what you do, which I had that at the place I used to work many years ago, and I know that one. I worked my butt off and got to the top of what I did, and I still got no recognition. Part of the reason why I left, because that's just degrading, that someone is worse than you and they're getting twice as much for doing nothing, and it's just, if there's a path to full time, great, but when there isn't, it's rigged. Yeah, your contractors are discouraged from using the facilities at Cafe Mario, so you're second class. Vile. Nintendo, I mean, hopefully they'll sort this one out, because Nintendo it's a bit like Disney. They've got that image of of joy and goodliness, and if it's not true, nah. What else? Is there anything else to quickly pluck from this? This is a massive article. We'll leave it at that. It just seems it's a toxic place where you are frightened for your own job and you're a prisoner to your computer and all that nonsense, which I couldn't work like that. I really could not. And if you're working like mad and you've got no route to recognition and being promoted, I mean, I've seen this before. I used to work. You have a small core of full-timers who get all the glory, all the bonuses, all the recognition, all the promotion, and you guys carry the company and get nothing, and you're just treated like you're a disposable dog. So I know this one, even in the UK, where our employment rights are quite good. I'm going to leave it at that, because this is massive amounts of information. So I'm going to go now. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow for some more news. This is Retrobeard signing off. Bye for now. Take care. See you later. Thank you, by the way.